If you're a Virgin River fan, you already know, this show does not let you rest easy at the end of a season. And Season 7 was absolutely no exception. We got adoptions, medical scares, relationship blow-ups, and a cliffhanger that honestly left us with more questions than answers. So let's break down everything we know so far about Season 8, because there is actually a lot to unpack. Season 7 recap and cliffhangers. So to set the stage, Season 7 ends with Mel and Jack finally becoming parents, adopting Marley's baby boy. It's the moment fans have been waiting for years. But of course, Virgin River doesn't let anything be too perfect. The newborn is dealing with a serious congenital heart defect, which means the road ahead for these two new parents is going to be anything but smooth. Then there's Doc and Hope. These two have always felt like one of the most rock-solid couples on the show, but Season 7 throws a wrench into all of that. Petty arguments and unresolved issues from the past bubble up and lead to a really significant falling out between them, which honestly, nobody saw coming. And Bree and Brady? They're dealing with their own crisis, and this one might actually be life-threatening. Brady's motorbike accident leaves his fate completely up in the air, which is going to be a major talking point heading into Season 8. Renewal and release date. Now for the good news, Netflix has officially renewed Virgin River for Season 8. The announcement came on March 13, 2026, shortly after Season 7 dropped. The new season is planned to have 10 episodes and is already set to begin production in Vancouver, Canada, running from late April through early August. As for when we'll actually get to watch it, no official release date has been confirmed yet, but the current expectation is sometime in early to mid-2028. Jack and Mel's parenthood journey. One of the biggest storylines Season 8 is going to explore is Jack and Mel stepping into parenthood, and it's not going to be easy. Their son's congenital heart defect means the stakes are incredibly high right from the start. Alexandra Breckenridge, who plays Mel, actually spoke about this and said she's excited to finally see Mel in the role of a mother, a moment fans have been anticipating for a long time. She also acknowledged it's going to be harder than Mel expects. And honestly, that tracks completely with what we saw at the end of Season 7. After seasons of watching these two figure out their relationship, we're finally going to see them work together as a family unit. And given everything they've been through to get here, that's going to be incredibly emotional to watch. Brady's fate and the time jump. Now here's something really interesting about how Season 8 is going to be structured. It's reportedly opening with a 4-month time jump. That's a storytelling device the show has used before, and it's coming back in a big way. What that means practically is that by the time we check back in with Jack and Mel, they'll already have been parents for a few months. Brady's situation will also be much clearer. He'll likely be somewhere in the recovery process. Though whether he actually survives is the burning question Season 8 will finally answer. The time jump also shakes things up for Doc and Hope. Given where their relationship ends in Season 7, 4 months is a long time, so expect some significant changes to their dynamic right out of the gate. On a lighter note, Denny and Lizzie will have had more time to settle into their own journey as young parents. Denny should also have his MCAT results by then, which is going to push his medical school storyline forward in a real way. New storylines. Season 8 is also bringing in some fresh plot lines. One of the most anticipated involves Clay, Jack's new farmhand introduced in Season 7, played by Cody Kearsley, and his search for his sister, who he lost contact with after they were separated in foster care. Bree is reportedly going to be helping him out with that search, which is a nice way to keep her character active and involved, especially following everything that happens with Brady. And for fans who love a slow-burn romance, there are hints that Muriel and Everett could finally become a thing, so keep an eye on that one. Character exits. Unfortunately, Season 8 is also going to mean saying goodbye to a couple of familiar faces. Marco Grazzini, who has played Detective Mike since Season 2, is expected to exit the show. With his relationship with Bree coming to an end, there's really no reason for his character to stay in Virgin River. so his departure makes sense for the story, even if it stings a little. Lauren Hammersley, who plays Charmian, is also not expected to return. With Calvin's death, Charmian's storyline has reached a natural conclusion. These are tough exits for longtime fans, but they genuinely serve where the story is heading. Turning cast. The good news is that the core cast is largely expected to return. We're looking at Alexandra Breckenridge as Mel, Martin Henderson as Jack, Tim Matheson as Doc Mullins, Annette O'Toole as Hope, Sarah Dugdale as Lizzie, Kai Bradbury as Denny, Zibby Allen as Bree, Benjamin Hollingsworth as Brady, Colin Lawrence as Preacher, and Candice McClure as Kaya. Several of the new Season 7 additions are also expected to carry forward, including Clay and Dr. Eli, played by Austin Nichols. So all in all, Season 8 is shaping up to be a really big one. New parents, a time jump, character exits, fresh storylines, and hopefully some answers to the cliffhangers that Season 7 left us with. It's a long wait until 2028, but honestly, it sounds like it's going to be worth it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates. And drop a comment below letting me know which storyline you're most excited to see in Season 8.